In February of 2017, I met up with the wonderful Gavin MacLeod in a noisy diner near his home in Palm Springs. What started as a brief coffee chat about MacLeod's role as Captain Steubing on the Love Boat TV series and his must-have autobiography, This Is Your Captain Speaking, gradually morphed into a delightful afternoon filled with his recollections of an impressive career on stage and screen. Of course, we did get to speak about the original Love Boat's Pacific and Island Princess, but this clip will focus on one of his human co-stars, the inimitable Cloris Leachman, who died yesterday at the age of 94.
When I was in college and she was doing a Shakespeare play with Katharine Hepburn, she put me away. Years later, on Broadway, we were doing another show with Donald Cook and Jackie Cook. I forget the name of her. She was all over the place and she was fascinating. Cut many, many years. It's in the 60s. Paul Henreid had seen The Connection, the play I did with Robert Blake. And he called me to do a play, a character on a show at Universal called The Road West. Well, I was the guy that owned this saloon. Cloris was my girlfriend and the lead singer. That was the setup. Thank you. That was the setup. And Lou Antonio played this handsome young man that shows up. There's a scene where she runs away with Lou Antonio. I find out about it, and I have to go get her. This is the first day of shooting. I was so enamored of her as an actress, I was a little nervous. And the scene is Paul Henreid, the director, who I think had a crush on Cloris at the time. I worked with him many times. He was a great director besides acting. She's there with him. I come out of this big white horse, jump off, and said, "What are you doing? You sing for me." And she gets frightened. I said, "Sing. Beautiful Dreamer." Because it didn't cost anything to use that song. And I go like this. I miss her by that much. She said, "He hit me! He hit me! I hate it!" The next day we had to do a love scene. I was really shocked. And I went over to my wife that night with my wife. I said, "I don't know what to do. I have to hold her in my arms. We have a love scene the next day." She hates me. I missed her by that much, but she said it reminded her of something in her life. And I said, "I don't know if I'm going to get through this." I said, "I don't know what to do." She said, "Well, tell her." I said, "Tell her what?" She said, "Tell her what you really think." Well, I didn't sleep much that night because she's a brilliant actress. So I went there the next day and we get ready to rehearse this intimate love scene. And I said, "I got to tell you something. I hardly sleep last night." "Well, what's the matter?" "I was so afraid of hurting you yesterday, and you were screaming and yelling, and I didn't miss you by a lot." She said, I know, but you brought something up in my mind." So anyway, we got through the whole show. Now you cut years later. We're doing the Mary Tyler show in 1970. We rehearsed all week. We're going to eat something before we shoot, so we're all in this one room eating. And Cloris, I had never any scenes with Cloris. We were in the newsroom. She was in Mary's apartment. There were 2 seats left next to me. She said, "I'm not going to sit next to him." She says, "He hit me when we did that show that time. Gavin MacLeod is so mean." That's what she said. I said, "Oh, she's never going to let go of this." So we got through the series. We never had many scenes together. Years later, we're doing the Love Boat. And we get Cloris to come with Andy Griffith. So So I said, how are things going? I went to work. He said, she's driving me crazy. I said, join the club. I said, but everybody's looking at her, Andy. They're not looking at you. Oh. Then she did another one where she brought her kids who were terrific, little Dinah and all these kids that we got to know. Little small things in the Mary Tyler Moore show. Now they're big. We're going to go to Copenhagen. We're going to shoot. And she had them all with her, which was nice. And she was terrific. Cloris is wonderful. I'm crazy about her. But that was one little incident. Really, I used to drive her. I lived in the Palisades, and she lived there. I used to drive her home from the Mary Tyler Moore show on occasion, just to help her out. She's terrific. She's just terrific, and she's one of the finest actresses I think we have today. She can do anything, and she'll do anything. She's fabulous.
Her comedic timing. High anxiety.
Forgot about those. Yeah.
Just unbelievable. You just don't know what's going to come out of it. But again, I know she's, challenged. But
that's okay. People are that gifted.
Yeah.
You know that's the way it's going to be, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Because the end result is great.